Hello everyone. Today we will see about terminology. First one is throwing in. First one is throwing in. It is given to opponent if ball passes over the sideline on ground or in air. This is taken by player from the sideline. Player throws the ball over the head to give the pass to his player. Both the feet are in contact with ground. A goal cannot be scored directly from throw-in. It means when ball will go out of the touch line or out of the sideline, it is given to opponent teams. For example, in our school, Akshay is playing in one team and Roshan is playing another one team. Then Akshay has kicked the ball and it goes to out of the sideline. Akshay has kicked the ball and it goes to out of the sideline. That time referee will give the ball to Roshan. Referee will give ball to the Roshan or Roshan teams. Got it? And Roshan should throw the ball over the head. Roshan should throw the ball over the head to give pass for him team player. To give pass for his team player. While throwing, Roshan should keep both feet. While throwing, Roshan should keep both feet in contact with ground. If he threw directly in goalpost, if Roshan threw directly in goalpost, that is that goal will not consider. Okay. Next point. Offside. A player is in an offside position if he is nearer to his opponent's goal line than both the ball and the second last opponent. A player is not in an offside position if he is in his own half of the field of play. He is level with the second last opponent. He is level with the last two opponent. This offside is also considered as a defensive tactic. The entire defensive line moves rapidly in a wave to put the attackers offside. Offside is given by linesman by raising red flag. Goal is not considered in that case and opponent is avoided with the indirect kick. Offside means, see here, in your textbook one picture is there. There is offside. In this picture, some players are there. He is a player A, he is a player B. He is a second opponent, he is a first opponent. Otherwise, goalkeeper is a first opponent. Okay. Then, player A is going to give pass for player B. Here, player A is going to give pass for player B. But player B is in already offside position. Because without ball, he has went to nearer to goal post. Without ball, player B went to nearby opponent goal line or second opponent, in front of second opponent. Listen here once again. When player B will go in front of second opponent, This is a offside. See here, without ball he is here, and our second opponent he is here. So this is a offside. Okay. When he will move with the ball, it is not offside. Understood? Next one is corner kick. Corner kick, it is also known as flag kick. Corner kick is avoided when a defender puts the ball out of the play behind his team's goal line. An attacking player then tries to send the ball in front of the goal for another attacker to head or make a short pass to his teammate to convert into the goal. It is taken from corner arc or corner at circle. Corner kick, it is also called flag kick. It means when defender will kick the ball out of the play. When defender will kick the ball out of the play behind his team's goal line. An attacking player tried to pass the ball his team's player who will be there nearby goalpost. It is taken corner arc. Okay. Now next one is free kick. It is given when referee shows the warning card to the player. In this foul has been committed outside the penalty area, like intentional delay, intentional hit to the player, intentional handling the ball, charging, dangerous play, holding opponent from behind, violent play, kicking the opponent. While taking direct kick, the opposing player should be at least 10 yards away from the ball. Goal can scored from direct kick. Free kick, when players will do commit mistakes like purposely handling the ball, purposely making charging support to opponent, dangerous play, holding opponent from behind, kicking for opponent, etc. Okay, that time referee will show card and he will give free kick to opponent. Free kick to opponent teams. While taking free kick, that time opponent players should be at least 10 yards away. If there has happened goal, is considered from direct kick. If there has happened goal, it's considered from direct kick. Okay. Indirect free kick. An indirect free kick is awarded to opponent if goalkeeper commit any of the following offenses inside his own penalty area, takes more than 4 steps while controlling the ball with his hands before releasing it from his possession, touch the ball again with his hands after it has been released from his possession without touching another player, touches the ball with his hand after it has been deliberately kicked to him by a teammate, touches the ball with his hand after he has received it directly from throw-in by a teammate. So here indirect free kick. Indirect free kick, it is given to opponent when goalkeeper did commit mistake, like when goalkeeper is take more than 4 steps while controlling the ball with his hands. Goalkeeper is take more than 4 steps while controlling the ball with his hands before throwing the ball again. Before throwing the ball again, after releasing the ball, if goalkeeper touch the ball again with hands. Listen here once again, don't get confused here. Goalkeeper is take more than 4 steps while controlling the ball with his hands before throwing the ball. Okay. After releasing the ball, if goalkeeper touch the ball again with hands without touching any players. After releasing the ball, if goalkeeper touch the ball again with hands without touching any player, then also referee will give free kick for opponent. And purposely goalkeeper has touched the ball with hands after kicked to him by his teammate. Purposely goalkeeper has touched the ball with hands after kicked to him by his by his teammate, or touches the ball with hand after he has received from throwing. Touches the ball with hand after he has received from throwing by teammate. Sorry, it is called indirect free kick. Understood? Okay. Remaining part I will continue next period. So I will wind up the class.